next speaker is Gabriel Black Elk. Gabriel is a member of the Lakota tribe and lead organizer of Native Lives Matter. Gabe's brother was murdered by the police and he is here to share his story. Thank you. Give it up for Gabe.
Hello everyone, my name is Gabriel Black Elk. I am the brother of Paul Castaway. My brother was killed in Denver, Colorado by the police department out there during the mental health crisis. And my mom was the one that called the cops. My mom, was looking for help for my brother. And when the cops came, my brother took off running from the house. And my mom and the cops chased my brother into a trailer park and cornered him, where they shot him in front of 3 adults and 18 kids. And so I'm standing here now in solidarity with all the families here. And to let people know that we're also standing in solidarity with Black Lives Matter and with MIRAC. We stand with you guys. We stand with you. Say something to let you guys know that, us Native Lives Matter, we stand in solidarity with all the Latino community here. And the way that I see it, man, this is our fucking land. From the top of Alaska to the bottom of South America, this is our fucking land. This is our land. And now that time has changed, we need to unify and we need to show the world that we are unified here. And we need to show everyone, the whole world, what we're doing here, what we're standing for, what we're dealing for. We just want to let you guys know, we appreciate you guys coming out here and showing up. We're really appreciated as a family. And we're here unified to let you guys know, too, that you guys see that damn statue standing up? Not no more. You took that motherfucker down! To give a shout out to the families of Billy Hughes and Phil Quinn. They were murdered. They were Native people who were killed by the St. Paul Police Department. And we are here in solidarity with all the families here, like I said before. But we just want to let you know that we stand with the Latino community, Black Lives community, white community, everyone that's out here, we stand with you in solidarity. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gabe. Thank you, everybody. Next up, our final speaker of the day. Okay. So it's Daisy. Okay, so Daisy is a MIRAC member and a DACA recipient. Right now, yes! She is an overall awesome person. We are so lucky to hear her speak. Everybody who's looking for a way to help, MIRAC, we are hosting this. We have a fundraiser going on for DACA recipients. So we're helping out, we're funding applications. So please, 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 if you are able, go to our social media, contribute to our fundraiser, support DACA recipients. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's give it up for Daisy.
She's gonna help me hold it. Okay. So, the foundation of this nation is a pool of blood. The blood of the indigenous population who were brutally murdered by land-hungry settlers. The blood, hello? The blood of Africans who were enslaved and treated like property. The blood of populations this country exploits, from the Chinese laborers working on the Transcontinental Railroad to the farm workers tilling the land. The immigration system is not interested in legality. It is concerned about controlling people, labor, movement, families, so on and so forth. Nothing is done without a purpose. Oh, and you guys can snap. You don't need to clap, just snap. Nothing is done without a purpose. The creators of the system know what they're doing. Politicians know what they were doing. They knew what they were doing back in 1994 when they implemented the policy known as prevention through deterrence. They thought that pushing people further away from health and closer to death was a job well done. They knew the policy was working effectively by the number of mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and children who could no longer continue the journey to safety. I have the privilege of going to the southern border last year, as well as my fellow MIRAC members, and that was an eye-opening experience for me personally. I was not this out before, but after that experience, I was like, why does Donald Trump have a platform to say the rhetoric that he's spewing, and I'm not able to correct him? So I will use my voice, or I started to use my voice from that day forward, and I hope you guys can do the same. So since the year 2000, approximately 3,000 people have died at the border, but those are only known deaths. There's a lot more people who have died at the border, and guess what? The government does not have a policy to go to the border and search for people who have died. Local organizations are the ones who took it upon themselves to find the remains of human beings. These are human beings, guys. These are not animals that live in the desert. The government is doing nothing, so they clearly do not care. This country only cares about profiting off of people. The cruelty does not end there when immigrants are coming to this country. They're met with chains and cages when they successfully make the long and perilous journey to this side of the border. They're also met by politicians, such as Senator Lindsey Graham, who wanted... Last year, Senator Graham wanted to extend the number of days children can be held in detention from 20 days to 100 days. They're met with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, otherwise known as ICE, whose job it is to rip families apart in the interior. So at the border, there's CBP, and then in the interior, there's ICE. We, the people, need to challenge the system from within and from outside. So that means become a lawyer, become a teacher, and then also do what you're doing right now by protesting and letting our voices to be heard. Hate has no color. Hate has no political lines. Hate is not just the individual who takes out their frustration with violence. Hate is the politician who uses their power to prey on vulnerable communities. That is why we are here, because we're demanding politicians to listen to us. We're not listening to them, we elected them. Hate is also the person who is complacent and lives comfortably as chaos unfolds before them. I talked about this so much, y'all. I live in the suburbs, nothing is going on here. My hope was for people to come to the suburbs and create chaos, because they're so comfortable and it's so, I don't like it. I don't like it. Our communities are the ones that are hurting. They should feel the hurt and feel uncomfortable for just a little bit. We can do better. We must do better. Through this work, we must be united and work together. Division is the enemy of progress. Remember the following African proverb: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go together, all right, let me do that again. So the African proverb is, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So I majored in sociology of law during undergrad, and I minored in Afro studies at University of Minnesota. I learned a lot. That's where my eyes honestly opened, because in high school we didn't learn about like reality and the things that are going on. So what I learned is that we have to outsmart the people in power. I don't care that politicians decided to take a knee in the halls of Congress. What is that going to do? I don't care that police officers are taking a knee before protesters. What is that going to do? Thank you for doing that, but that's not going to do anything. That's not bringing back George. That's not bringing back Philando. And I'm talking to you guys up there. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. I don't care that politicians are signing reformative bills. Let me explain why. Look at what happened to enslaved Africans and their descendants. They were promised 40 acres and a mule. The United States government has never corrected the wrong of slavery. Never. This country continuously provides empty promises and turns their backs to communities that have been oppressed. Instead of freedom, institutions were established to ensure formerly enslaved persons would never have power. The writing is on the wall. The government does not care about us. We must look out for one another. As we rise, let's not forget our community. This is really important. We have to take care of our own people. So when you rise, look back and bring someone else with you. Beyond that, we should also be concerned about all of the injustices going on around us globally. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." When we are not concerned for the rights of others, we in return open room for our own mistreatment. But we don't realize that because we think we're safe. You're safe, but only for the time being. There will come a time when you will need someone to stand up for you, but you will be the last one standing, so who's going to be there for you? Remember the following statement. I always say this. Laws are not always just. Legality is not synonymous with morality. Laws are the arsenal of people in power. Look at the criminal justice system. We are living in what some call the new Jim Crow, which is a crafty system that has locked up communities of color and locked them out of society. With this new system, discrimination is no longer just based on the color of someone's skin. It now includes discrimination based on criminal history. So people are placed in physical jails, and then when they leave jail, they're also placed in invisible cells originating from rules and regulations that make it hard for people to enter back into society. So like if you're a felon, you're not able to find a job. It's very hard for you. And so some people decide to do things that are deemed illegal, and then guess what happens? They're caught up in the criminal justice system. It's a continuous cycle of being in and out of jail. So these people are crafty. They're crafty. That's why I'm saying that we need to outsmart them. I don't know what they were planning during this the special session, but I don't care. We need to demand what we want, and we need to say it loud and clear. Almost done. My people are dying. We are trying to breathe, but this country refuses to lift its foot from our necks. So my Christians, if there are any Christians out there, I'll call you out. I'm a Christian myself. Why are you in the pews when your neighbor is suffering? Why are you going to church when your city is burning? Jesus was an activist. I hope y'all know that. He made time to be out in the streets. I don't want to hear people talk about his death while they refuse to help their brother and sister who clearly need assistance. I'm going to share a Bible verse with y'all. Matthew 25, Matthew 25, verses 42 to 45 says the following. I was hungry, and you didn't feed me. I was thirsty, and you didn't give me a drink. I was a stranger, and you didn't invite me into your home. I was naked, and you didn't give me clothing. I was sick and in prison, and you didn't visit me. And they will reply, Lord, when did we ever see you hungry or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and not help you? And he will answer, listen to this. I tell you the truth. When you refuse to help the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you were refusing to help me. From this day forward, let's make a promise to be our brothers, our sisters, our neighbors, and our strangers' keeper. How you want to be remembered in history is up to you. The choice is yours. I don't need to know you to stand up for you. If I see an injustice, I should feel comfortable to correct the police. Y'all heard that? We should feel comfortable to correct you when you decide to kill our people. That's it. The last thing that I want to say is that we need to do more than just protesting. I love protesting, but we should continue to show up and show out for sure, but we need to do more than that. We need to take care of our people. If you're a teacher, help your students. If you're an attorney, help your clients. Do what you can do. We can't all do the same thing, but do something more than just whatever, watching basketball or soccer. I forgot what I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember. So yeah, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you so much for spending this special day with us. I just have a few announcements. There will be Indian tacos on Saturday and Sunday for sale. Yum! Also, Somali Independence Day is July 1st. There's going to be some events happening, really important events. Check it all out on our social media. Find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram. And don't forget about the DACA fundraiser. Please, please, please support our DACA recipients. Help everybody fund their applications. Thank you so much.
I spoke earlier, there's a lot more people now, but so I just want to reiterate what I said. My name is Samaya Aiden. I'm the younger sister of Isaac Aiden, who was murdered by police in Eagan, Minnesota on July 2nd, 2019. We're approaching the 1-year anniversary of his murder. So we have a rally coming up in Eagan, Minnesota, at the Eagan Outlet Mall, 5:30 p.m. We're meeting up by the public sidewalk by Saks Fifth Avenue. And we'll be marching down to where he was actually murdered. We're wearing orange t-shirts and gray sweatpants to symbolize what he was wearing. If you want more details on the event, you could also go to Mirac's Facebook page. They're co-hosting the event, as well as Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar, Justice for Isaac Aiden, Justice for Brian Quinones, Native Lives Matter. There are a lot of co-hosts, so check it out on Facebook. Come out, support 5:30 Eagan Outlet Mall. Yeah.
And I want to remind you guys that Eagan is a suburb, right? Eagan is a suburb? Okay, so we all need to go there and make noise and disturb the peace. I'm sorry. Thank you guys.